What a football game you guys got a chance to witness. You know, incredible job by our guys going on the road against a really good football team. You know, obviously the #1 offense in the country. Probably held them to probably the second best on the year as far as total yards. And I'll go back, that's a really good football team. King made some more plays again today in the second half, especially. I thought our defense was dominant in the first half. Our offense was dominant in the first half. And you know, just couldn't be happier for those guys in that room. The hard work they put in. It's not easy on the road anywhere in the ACC, and to come out and do that was great. Questions?
Pat, some of your guys during the week talked about being embarrassed from the Notre Dame game. Was this a start you kind of envisioned from this week of practice and preparing for this game?
Yeah, I hope to have that start. I didn't know that. I never heard that before, but you know, that was a good team a week ago. But we moved on and faced another good football team and finished on the road. It's even harder to do that. So you know, that's the kind of start I expect to have every week. And you know, I would love to finish a little bit better than we did, but you know, 14-point win on the road against the top 16 team or whatever they were. It's a heck of a job by our football team.
Obviously, you guys aren't a big running team, so what kind of went into that? Did you guys see something, or just Boosie have a big day?
We're a big running team. What are you talking about? You know, Boosie. Oof. I mean, that run at the end, man. Well, you talk about a gigantic play in the game because you know the tide was turning and you know, I think our offensive line was PO'd the series before because we threw it a couple times and they wanted to run the ball, and they were ready for that next drive. Say, hey, we're going to run it. Let's go. And they certainly, the O block came out and did it.
What were some of the keys to the fast start defensively?
You know, I don't know. I mean, we had more 3-and-outs and 4-and-outs than we probably quadrupled the amount. But you know, it's a great job by Randy Bates and our defensive staff, Ryan Manlack, Corey Sanders, Archie, Tim Dowse. I mean, and everybody else involved. Just execute. And obviously we didn't work as much passing as we saw today. You know, they hadn't thrown that ball that much in years, and it was more drop back. So we got some stuff to clean up. But outstanding job, by the players executing and the coaches coaching.
Mason saw some early pressure once again, but still managed to get the offense going. How do you just think he handled that pressure from the deep?
Obviously he did a great job in the first half. Second half, I mean, they started blitzing a little bit more, figuring it got to us, and we didn't protect it as well as we'd like to, or weren't maybe the play that you'd like to be in. But there was a lot of stuff going on. They did a good job disguising stuff. We're trying to make checks at the line, trying to get us in a good play, and they made just enough plays to win the football game.
Right before the interception by Braylon, I could see he was really getting on the guys, trying to rally the troops. I mean, what can you say just about that moment stepping up there for him?
That was a gigantic play, man. You talk about momentum. I mean, that was a 14-point change right there because they were going in, and never quit out of our guys. It's a great call by Bates, what we called, and great job by Lovelace doing his job and being where he needs to be, and then scoring. Scoring was huge.
The fake punt on in the fourth quarter, what went into that decision?
Oh man, I'm a dumbass. How about that? Just a coach trying to make a play. We hadn't run a fake punt all year. They were bringing pressure, and thought it was a good, it's a good time just to sequence and try to make a play. I'll take that one on me. I'll take that 7 points. Chalk that up to a coach trying to make a play. I always say this: coaches don't make plays, calls don't make plays, players do. And again, we could have had the edge. We stumble and go down, but hey, we got the W.
Turner's a great running back, so you've had Greg Hayward, Dorsett, and LaShawn McCoy. How would you go in with those guys?
Oh boy, it's too early. Those are three great ones right there. There's more on that. James Conner, we've had some great. James Conner's had some great days here in the stadium, but he's just a baby. He's just he's going to be really good. We've said this all camp to the guys that have been with our program. I'm so happy for him. Jakarian, big time game for him.
They were, I think, 2 of 11 on third down, 1 of 4 on fourth down. I mean, what would you say that's part of it? Just kind of getting them in third and longs, that kind of thing.
That helps, and again, it's the early lead got, that helps as well because we took them out of the run game for the most part. They had to throw a heck of a lot more than we practiced. I can tell you that. We felt like we can get them in third and long, like anybody. When people get us in third and long, the defense is licking their chops.
What about the pick six for halftime? That really changed everything. They had the momentum. You guys got the pick six. Guy looked like Gerald Reeves out there.
Yeah, third quarter. That's a linebacker too. Former running back, rushed for about 5,000 yards in high school. He's done that before, and and our Sharks took over there, and that was a heck of a play by Lovelace.
Pat, what did you see from your team, after that Notre Dame loss that gave you faith that they could respond like this?
Same thing I see every day, Stephen, in the locker room. I mean, these guys, they just play the next play. I mean, things didn't go our way a week ago. We had opportunities, we didn't finish, and but our guys, they're going to step up and play the next game. And they, talking about must wins, this was a must win, and our guys came down and got it done. So it just tells you the resilience our guys have, the belief they have in each other. We talked about it all week. We were ready to go down to the A and get a win, and they did.
You talk about the resilience. You look back 2 months ago at West Virginia. You guys weren't able to hold on to a lead. You hold on to one against Florida State. Now today, I mean, just talk about in those tight situations how your guys are able to respond and be resilient.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about 4 quarters. I mean, it's a 4-quarter game. Maybe more if you had to. We knew it was going to come down to the 4th quarter. These guys have come back every game and won them. I mean, they've won a lot of close games this year and pulled it out. So it just tells you that our guys believe and they found a way to get it done.
Made a few plays in the second half with his legs, like we said, but overall, what was the key to kind of containing Haynes in that ground game? Just 76 yards on 20 attempts.
Yeah, I don't know if we contained him or not. I mean, maybe it was low for him on the year, but it was high for us on defense. They started running some quarterback draws and some bubble/quarterback draws, and he's tough. We didn't execute it like we'd like to. Some of our stunts up front weren't as clean as we'd like to. But our guys did a great job making plays.
I know.
A couple more who mean to this defensive line.
Say it again.
How much is Francis Bray mean to this defensive line?
Francis Brew, you said?
Yes.
Yeah, Francis. Again, we're short D tackle wise. I think we had 3 D tackles play today. Nick James is really inside. I mean, we talked about the SEAL Team 6 is what they call themselves, going out, and we had to play good up front, and we did early to stop the run. I thought we did a great job, but that whole D line, it starts up front, with the O line, the O block, and the D line. So we won the war in the trenches.
What did you see from Sam today? And just is there any clarity on the kicker situation moving
I
forward?
hope we have more clarity next week, but I was a little disappointed. Obviously, it's a tough situation to be in on the road. In that atmosphere right there. Still have a lot of belief in Sam, but it's what it is. Some pressure situations, and he didn't react real well to it. I thought for sure after that practice swing before the half that second one was going to go through, but we got to do a better job.
You talked on Thursday that you guys were going to implement some different things on defense. Talking about your Michigan State days.
I was just blowing smoke.
How much of that did you use, and how effective was it?
We didn't use any of it. We didn't really have anything new in. I just kind of was like telling stories, I guess. So just suddenly had to work on some different things. So hope they'd go back and scour over 3 or 4 years of Michigan State tape and find nothing. So sorry about that.